Evening. I'd like to call to order the Committee of the Whole for January 21st, 2025. Madam Clerk, will you please call roll?
Strable.
Here.
Brown.
Here.
Meehan.
Here.
Elliott.
Here.
Gann.
Here.
Allen.
Here.
McAfee.
Here.
7 present, no absent.
Number 3, we don't have no one's here to speak. So number 4, we have audit accounts. Can I have a motion and second to pay the bills?
So moved. Second.
Questions?
Yes, I have one. Right. As soon as I find it. This is for you, Lindsay, on page 7. We got 2 engineering charges. One for $1,858 for mine collapse, and the other one is for Northfield concept cost for $4,973. Can you tell me what that's for?
Yeah, so they did a field proposal for the north side. I don't know. I did speak with Greg and the mayor to make sure this was a they were charging us the correct amount for this invoice, and I don't know, Greg, if you want to speak on what all they did for us.
It was some preliminary site planning and cost estimating for expansion of the north side for running utilities and clay surfaces as well as road improvements. If we have to relocate the fields, the damaged clay fields from the south side to the north side of the park.
Is there any information on the whole?
I don't have an update. Park may be able to speak to that.
Sorry, what was the update on?
On the hole in the soccer field?
There's no update at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's all I have.
why is the city of Alton paying for this and not Frontier Minerals? Can anyone answer that?
Yeah, I mean, we can't, right now, we'd have to eventually, and we can discuss that at a later date, but, you know, if they haven't claimed liability 100% yet, right? So, you know, they're opening up a claim, but even if they open up a claim, most likely we're not going to get paid, you know, as we go. It will be a sum down the road after.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Will we be able to get that money back?
We are tracking everything.
Okay.
Well, that'll be part of the settlement.
Okay.
We'll talk about at that time.
And then I have a question here. I guess that $9,200 for the new service dog, was that the replacement of our animal that we lost? Do they refer to them as officers?
Some people do.
Okay. Well, my question is, I don't know how many other police departments around the area have such dogs like this, but has anyone done any research, maybe looking into some kind of a insurance program, literally like a life insurance program, like all the departments would put into a pool a small amount of money. Then if there is a tragedy where a dog is lost, you know, it's kind of like it was just an idea.
Director Dunlap?
There was a canine account, and we did, I'm not sure about our life insurance policy, but I know we did receive donations on behalf of the officer canine that passed, and this canine expense came out of the canine account for the replacement dog.
Okay. Well, so it sounds like there's something.
The department gets donations on an annual basis or year-round basis for canine and canine care, and it's really no expense out of the true operating account.
And these animals do live with the officers, right? They go home with them. And do they have any, like, a certain lifespan expectancy or anything like that? You know, or is it just like a traditional dog life? Or
I would say 9 or 10 years would probably be fairly average for the life expectancy, to where they might work for 7 or 8 of those years.
Okay.
In this particular case with our last canine, Odin, I do believe that there was, I don't know if it was necessarily a life insurance policy or that there was something, my understanding is something is set up that once we purchase the dog, we will be getting reimbursed for that to some degree at least. So there was something set up. I don't know that it was an actual life insurance policy, but my understanding was there was something to where even out of our canine fund, I don't think we're going to be charged for the purchase of the new dog we'll be obtaining here very soon.
Okay. That's it. Any other questions?
Page 8, Gordon Moore signage out of the capital expenditure fund, 48.5. I was just kind of wondering what that project was.
Yes, so we have grant money that was in that line item to help pay for it, and we're going to be getting a new digital marquee at Gordon Moore Park.
Will it? So it's just like a scrolling marquee, kind of informational type.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep, double-faced, electronic. We are working to get a new city logo, Parks and Rec logo, with the rest of the city. So we're kind of waiting on that to finalize it. And that was just a 50% deposit, so there will be a little bit more coming.
Cool.
Any other questions? Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Strabel.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Meehan.
Aye.
Elliott.
Aye.
Gann.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, no absent.
Number 5, a resolution declaring certain personal property owned by the Alton Fire Department as surplus property. Whereas the Alton Fire Department and the supervisor of the city garage, along with the comptroller, are hereby authorized to sell the city of East Alton, Illinois, the surplus property as identified below, with proceeds not less than $10,000 and the proceeds being deposited into the equipment replacement program account, which is item below 7-056-1997 Spartan S-Meal 1250 GPM engine, VIN number 4S7HT1099VC025319. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any questions? Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Strabel.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Meehan.
Aye.
Elliott.
Aye.
Gann.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, no absent.
Number 6, resolution declaring certain personal property owned by the Alton Fire Department as surplus property. Whereas the Alton Fire Department and the supervisor of the city garage, along with comptroller, are hereby authorized to list for sale the surplus property as identified below on govdeals.com, with proceeds being deposited into the equipment replacement program. That would be 7-062-1999 Spartan LT1 ladder truck, VIN number 4S7A X4392XC032084. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Strabel.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Meehan.
Aye.
Elliott.
Aye.
Gann.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
McAfee.
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, no absent.
Number 7, resolution be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Alton, Illinois, that the following described street road structure be improved under the Illinois Highway Code. Work shall be done by contract, and that there is hereby appropriated the sum of $27,000 for the improvement of said section from the local public agency allotment of motor fuel tax funds. Milton Road from Edgewood Avenue to Hillcrest Avenue, Bell Street from Rogier Street to 20th Street, Fosterburg Road from Illinois, Route 140-111 to Alton Commerce Parkway, Brown Street sidewalk from Verney Avenue to Rock Springs Drive. Can I have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Yes. Who do I direct the question to? Mr. Parsons?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just kind of concerned about Bell Street. It's in my ward. Is that going to be a completely repaved? Are they just filling in? I mean, it's in pretty bad pothole shape right now.
It'll be completely repaved.
From Rozier to 20th.
Yes.
And then what about the other section?
Not in the program.
So,
That has to be down the road. Yeah. These are just the ones that are set up for the MFT for this time around.
and when is you planning on doing that?
I would say next budget. Next MFT.
Are we-
See, everything is lined out through IDOT.
Yeah, but isn't Bell Street considered a IDOT?
This would be yes.
So how come they're not paying for it? Well, I mean, it is considered a highway.
certain parts the city owns and certain parts
Okay.
the state owns. So we split those things up. Yeah.
Okay.
But just keep looking. This is a progressive program, so we'll continue going like on, if we look at Milton Road, we'll continue until we get the whole of Milton Road done. But I got those things.
Okay, so if we don't have money in the budget, it's not going to get done
Oh, that'd be money for the MFT budget.
for the road? Because, like I said, Bell Street's in really, really rough state, right? I mean, is it going to be worth to even fill the potholes if they're going to do this?
Oh, yeah, we always have to fill the potholes because we'll get
get
we'll get slammed if we
Yeah.
don't. So, yeah, we're going to always maintain until the state comes in and completely review.
Okay, all right, thank you.
No worries.
Any other questions? Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Strabel?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Meehan?
Aye.
Elliott?
Aye.
Gann?
Aye.
Allen?
Aye.
McAfee?
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, no absent.
Number 8, resolution, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Alton, Illinois, that the material proposals submitted by the following companies be and are hereby accepted and awarded for the 2025 MFT Street Maintenance Program. Have a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any questions? Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Strabel?
Aye.
Brown?
Aye.
Meehan?
Aye.
Elliott?
Aye.
Gann?
Aye.
Allen?
Aye.
McAfee?
Aye.
7 ayes, no nays, no absent.
Floor is open for discussion.
I have something. Mr. Parsons, can you kind of give me a plan as to when they're going to start using this $200,000 paint machine we bought? I mean, you can't hardly see the roads at night.
Well, I would love to tell you, we have a complete breakdown of every single street we've done since that machine's come in. We have went through over 450 gallons of paint, but remember, our machine has been down for 2 years. And so what you've seen happen is probably one section of town or the part of the town that's been asphalt, we've done that. But come this spring, that machine will be out every single day. It is a gem. You did yourselves a very good job by investing in that machine. We're going through paint like we've never had before because the machine is all in one. So
I think is it something like the state highway,
yes,
Scott?
ma'am. It's just like that. It's
Okay.
exactly. It is the same thing. We go through pallets of paint now, where before we would have to mix, and no, we don't have to do it anymore. That goes straight on the machine and it gets right on the street. Now, there is something I will tell you. We're looking at the paint that the state uses because what we have in our MFT bid, it's not as bright as the state. It's a little more expensive, but you can see it. The paint we have is EPA approved, but it doesn't have the brightness, even with the beads. So I'm going for the more expensive paint that will give more bang for the buck, but it will cost us a little more.
And what's the temperature after
Yeah.
It has to be at least way above freezing. So I'm thinking in the spring, the ground has to be over 35. So it's a spring job.
Okay.
Yeah, spring through summer into fall. But yeah, we put down a lot of paint. But I can give you all those figures if you all want them, because it's very impressive what we went through in a short period of time.
How many men does it take to run?
Two.
Two guys?
And the guys that are doing it, they love the machine, and they love the job, and you can tell.
Okay.
Just 2 men.
What was it with the other one? 5 or 6?
It was a lot more. Yeah, because there's just more things to move. This one's more solid, it's solid state, and it's just put the paint in and go. Plus, it has its own lasers, so you won't see the zigzag lines. This thing keeps it's tracking.
So,
And we did parts of Broadway. We did that because of the festival. I think that's the software. You could really tell the difference.
where do you plan on starting? Main roads, basically?
Main
or-
roads first, and then we get down to the secondaries, yeah. But again, our roads have not been done in a couple of years, so this summer they can really hit them, but it will be the main roads first.
Okay.
Yeah?
Any other questions or comments?
Yes. Lindsay, you and I have been talking back and forth about paper planes and the big Easter event that happens every year at the amphitheater. So I've been talking to the director of paper planes. He's thinking that he has to jump through too many hoops to make this a great event for our children at amphitheater. They don't have that much money. They only wanted to rent it for $150. I think you all wanted to give it to him for $500. And so he's pulled out. And I'm really, really upset that that event is not going to be at the amphitheater. Are you all aware of that event? Where thousands of children are there on Easter. And all the church, a lot of churches in Alton come together every year down at the amphitheater and make it happen for our children. And all he was asking, because of the funding that they did not have, was only to pay $150 instead of $500. And they said they had never had to pay $500, Lindsay. So I came to you, and I went to Dan, and it was just a lot of hurdles that they felt that the city should have been more lenient than that. So it's just disheartening to know that they're pulling out. It's not good.
I was unaware that they pulled out. I know you reached out to Dan and I, and you called me, and I mentioned I cannot make that call. That's a vote with the Amphitheater Commission on basically $500 is a flat fee for a non-ticketed event. Whether it's a free event you're putting on for the community, that's just to use the grounds, the electricity, that's just our base rate. Even a 3-hour wedding at the amphitheater is $500. A ticketed event is $1,500. So I cannot make that decision, and I thought he was going to possibly come to this meeting because the amphitheater, they're all volunteers. They meet once a month. I believe last year he paid that $500 fee because they had it last year.
He said he never Mike
paid?
never charged him that much.
Okay. So that's just kind of a flat rate. And we don't want to play favorites with everybody. There's been several people that's hosted free community events down there, and they've been asked to pay the $500 as well. So I apologize. I didn't know he was backing out. I think it is a great event for this community. He sent me the proposal. It seemed, very detailed, and they've done it for the past couple of years. So if it's just the price, possibly if he wants to come to the Amphitheater Commission, we could work something out.
Another idea is, we've now went round and round with the township about where we could spend funds, and this is a perfect situation where the township can pay for this fund. Yeah. So I don't know whoever's got that contact, but that's definitely a workaround that, I think just hearing everybody speak at the township meeting, that's kind of where we're looking to spend the money, right?
Why don't you bring it up at the meeting tomorrow night, Rosie?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to Mary, because I know they put those new limits, from the state.
Yeah,
The attorney did find there's new limits that they can only do so much with organizations.
But this is intergovernmental, and that's acceptable. So
This would fit.
fits perfectly.
Okay.
Then I would like to compliment Mike and your department, this little pamphlet there. What a bunch of information. Excellent.
That is the support staff, that's Amy Cox and Melissa Witcher, and I will let them know.
Yeah, really, it's very, very informative.
Anything else? Can I have a motion and second to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Who was second? That's it.
Madam Clerk, will you call roll?
Strabel,
Aye.
Brown,
Aye.
Meehan,
Aye.
Elliott,
Aye.